Oh boy. Hello, councils.
Good afternoon, Your Honor.
All righty, good to see you both.
Good afternoon.
All righty. Well, we're waiting on the folks at the jail to come online and we'll get started.
Good afternoon, Judge Cooper.
Hey, good afternoon. How are you?
Good. I'm
Okay, I didn't hear that.
there's still some people.
Okay, I'm hearing you intermittently. Try again.
We're still missing the 22nd.
Okay. Well, you know, I tell you what, I mean, you can roll and I'll follow your lead.
Okay.
All right, I can adapt.
Let me line some of the people that we have from.
All right, no problem. We'll see how it goes.
Okay.
Ms. Tolles, I forgot to ask him to make sure he puts folks needing your services up front.
Oh, okay.
We'll see how that goes.
Yes, sir. How are you today? Happy holidays.
Same to you. Same to you. It's a great day, just that I'm not outside enjoying any of the sunshine. So it's all good.
Please forgive the plaintiff cat meowing in the background.
It's all good. You can just mute yourself until we need you.
Okay.
Judge Cooper. We can't hear you. You're on mute.
All right, got it. Thank you. All right, can you hear me now?
Yes,
Whoa.
that was me. Turn
All
up.
right. Good enough. All right, folks, if you can hear me, I want you to raise your hands so I can hear that you can hear me. All right, keep your hands up. All right, great. I'm gonna go ahead and swear you in while your hands are up. Do you swear that any information you'll keep your hands up, keep your hands up. Do you swear or affirm that any information you give this court today will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God? If you swear and so agree, please put your hands down.
Juran y afirman que toda la información que va a presentar hoy será la verdad y toda la verdad. Si así afirman, pueden bajar la mano.
Okay. This is your first appearance before the Magistrate Court of Clayton County.
Esta audiencia es su comparecencia inicial en la sala menor del Tribunal de Primera Instancia del Condado de Clayton.
We're not here to take a plea or do anything of that nature with your case.
No estamos aquí para aceptar una declaración a cargos ni nada por el estilo en su causa.
You're here for the court to inform you of the allegations against you,
Están aquí presentes para que yo le informe de las alegaciones presentadas en su contra,
advise you of certain rights that you have,
para que yo le informe de ciertos derechos que tienen,
set bail on those offenses for which this court is authorized to set bail,
para que les imponga fianza para las acusaciones las cuales tengo la autorización de hacerlo,
to provide counsel to assist you,
de proporcionarle asesoramiento legal
and to schedule your next court hearing.
y también para programar su próxima cita judicial.
I'll start with talking about your rights.
Comienzo hablando de sus derechos.
You have the right to remain silent and say nothing,
Tienen el derecho a permanecer callados sin decir nada.
but should you give up this right, anything you say may be used against you if your case goes to a trial.
Pero si renuncian a ese derecho, cualquier cosa que diga se puede tomar en su contra durante el juicio.
During this and all proceedings, you have the right to presumption of innocence until the state proves your guilt beyond a reasonable doubt.
Durante esta diligencia y cualquier diligencia futura, tiene derecho, será presunto inocente hasta que el Estado prueba su culpabilidad fuera de una duda razonable.
You have the right to an indictment by a grand jury for most felonies or by accusation for misdemeanors.
Tiene derecho a que proceda en su contra con una acusación formal cuando se trate de delitos graves o por acusación general cuando se trate de delitos menores.
You have the right to see, hear, and cross-examine witnesses or call to testify against you.
Tiene el derecho a ver, escuchar y contrainterrogar los testigos convocados a declarar en su contra.
You also have the right to call witnesses on your behalf.
También tendrán el derecho a convocar testigos a favor suyo.
You have the right to testify and offer evidence in your own defense should you choose to do so.
Tendrán el derecho de dar testimonio y presentar pruebas en su propia defensa si eligen hacerlo.
But should you choose not to do so, there can be no presumption of guilt raised against you.
Pero si eligen no hacer eso, no se puede presumir culpabilidad de su parte.
I will now speak with you about your right to counsel.
Hablaré ahora con ustedes sobre su derecho a un abogado.
You have the right to have an attorney represent you at this. You have a right to have an attorney represent you.
Tiene derecho a que un abogado lo represente.
At this point, we will appoint an attorney to represent you.
Por el momento, designaremos un abogado para representarlos.
You may also have the right to hire an attorney should you choose to do so.
También tienen el derecho a contratar a un abogado si eligen hacerlo.
By appointing an attorney to represent you, either that attorney or someone from that attorney's office is to come and see you within 72 hours.
Al nombrar un abogado para representarlo, el mismo abogado o alguien de su bufete debería pasar a visitarlo dentro de 72 horas.
That attorney or his representative is the person whom you tell whatever, because as a judge, I'm not authorized to give you any advice.
El abogado o el representante de él es a quien se le dirige todos los comentarios e información que usted quiere dar sobre el caso, porque como yo soy el juez, yo no puedo hablar eso con usted.
I will now speak with you regarding bond.
Ahora hablaré sobre la fianza.
Some of you will be allowed to post an unrestricted bond for your release from jail pending the prosecution of this case.
Algunos de ustedes serán permitidos depositar fianzas sin restricciones durante la sustanciación de su caso.
Bond may be posted using cash, a commercial bonding company, or property.
Se puede depositar la fianza en efectivo utilizando una compañía comercial de fianzas o poniendo de garantía un inmueble.
If you post a cash bond, someone will deliver that full amount to the sheriff.
Si deposita la fianza en efectivo, alguien tendría que entregar el total a la fianza a la oficina del sheriff.
And when your case is over with, that person goes back and get the full amount of their funds back.
Luego, cuando se termine el caso, la misma persona que depositó la fianza puede pasar a recuperar ese dinero pagado.
If you choose to use a bonding company,
Si elige utilizar una compañía de fianzas,
the bonding company will charge you a percentage of the amount of your bond.
la compañía de fianzas le cobrará un porcentaje del total de la fianza.
The difference is the bonding company, the money that's charged by the bonding company, that's their fees and no one gets that back.
La diferencia es que el porcentaje que le cobra la compañía de fianza es la tarifa de ellos, así que no se puede recuperar ese dinero pagado.
If you have property equal 3 to 4 times the amount of your bond,
Si usted tiene un inmueble, I'm sorry, Your Honor, go ahead.
you go ahead, you please. This shorter is better. Go ahead.
Si ustedes tienen un inmueble que vale por lo menos 3 o 4 veces lo que es el monto de la fianza.
Okay. You pledge the deed to your property at the sheriff, and when your case is over with, you go back and get the deed back.
Puede poner la escritura de tal inmueble, dejarlo con el sheriff y luego cuando el caso se termine, recupere la escritura del inmueble.
As a general condition of all bonds, you're not to violate the laws while out on bond.
Una condición general de toda fianza es que no pueden incumplir la ley mientras están en libertad bajo fianza.
Some bonds will have a special condition that prohibits you from going around a certain place or contacting certain people.
Algunas fianzas conllevan condiciones especiales las cuales prohíben que tenga contacto con ciertos lugares o que tenga contacto con ciertas personas.
If you violate that or those special conditions, your bond will be revoked, you'll have a new charge, and you'll not be able to get a bond for the remainder of this case.
Si incumple esas normas de su fianza quedará revocada, no recibirá otra fianza nueva y no podría ser. Your Honor, I'm sorry, I think I may have made an error. Your bond will be revoked, you will not be entitled to a new bond, and
Yes, for the remainder of this case.
Su fianza quedará revocada, no tendrá derecho a otra fianza mientras siga pendiente su caso.
There are certain times when I'm not authorized, there are certain conditions where I'm not authorized to grant you a bond, such as if you're currently on probation or parole.
Bajo ciertas condiciones no tengo la autorización de imponerle fianza, por ejemplo, si actualmente está cumpliendo una pena de libertad condicional o libertad vigilada de la prisión.
Your court date, if you're charged with a felony, your court date will be if you're charged with a felony, your court date will be February the 3rd. And if you're charged with a misdemeanor, your court date will be January 26th. Go ahead.
Si tienen acusaciones mayores o cargos mayores, entonces su próxima audiencia se señala para el 3 de febrero. Si tiene delitos menores o acusaciones menores, se programa para el 26 de enero.
If you're able to make bond, those court dates will be changed and you will get your next court date in the mail.
Si logra depositar la fianza y salir, esas fechas para su audiencia cambiarán y recibirán por correo la notificación de su próxima audiencia.
If you're charged with a misdemeanor, you have an option of what's called waiving.
Si se le acusa de delitos menores, tiene la opción de renunciar a la audiencia preliminar.
Waiving is just a decision you're making that you want your case sped up. So rather than January 26th, you would have your court date probably in about 2 weeks.
Renunciar a la audiencia preliminar sencillamente significa que usted quisiera agilizar su caso Entonces, en lugar de tener su próxima audiencia el 26 de enero, será en alrededor de 2 semanas.
Okay, at this time, I'm going to release you back to the deputy, and you will have an opportunity to speak with me one-on-one. When you get to the podium, please announce your last name. Please, go
En
ahead.
este momento, los voy a dejar con el señor oficial. Posteriormente tendrán la oportunidad de hablar conmigo individualmente. Cuando se acerque, por favor, al podio, diga sus apellidos.
Now, Ms. Toles, I think they're probably going to, because it's such a large group there, I think they're going to try to get rid of the females out first, okay?
Yes, sir. I'll just hold until you're ready.
Thank you much.
Okay, thank you.
Who's the first person you need, Judge?
And again, well, I tell you what, from the 21st, you have those folks up?
Yes, most of them are here, yes.
Okay, we can do Chowdhury, Muhammad Ullah, and Abedin.
From both days?
Hold on. Hang on a second. I'm sorry. All righty. From the 21st, let's do Haynes, because they have private counsel. And then if you have the folks from the 22nd, then we can do the other days.
Okay.
All right, thank you. So from the 21st, it's Haynes.
Judge, this is Mr. Wallach. Just for your information, those first three you called are all my clients when you do get to them.
I'm aware.
Okay.
Hey. What's your name? AJ.
Hey, Mr. Shaquan Haynes. Yes, sir, I'm doing well. Your counsel, Mr. Florio, is on the here also. Mr. Haynes, it's alleged that you committed the offense of theft by taking. The bond is $2,000. Will you be able to make bond, Mr. Haynes? All right, Mr. Haynes, the court date for misdemeanor offenses is the 26th of January. But in making bond, that date will be canceled and you'll get your next court date in the mail. Do you have any questions, Mr. Haynes?
No, I do not, sir.
Counsel, do you have any questions?
No, sir, Your Honor.
All right, thank you, counsel. You may just be excused. And Mr. Haynes, thank you also. Follow the orders of the deputies, please.
Thank you very much, Your Honor. If I don't see you before, have a Merry Christmas, Judge.
Same to you, sir.
Thank you, Judge.
All right. Here we go.
Boy, oh boy.
I'm sorry, who you need next?
If you have the folks from the 22nd, I know we're kind of bringing them up in stages, but there are three folks, Chowdhury, Muhammad Ullah, and Amsi Abedin. And I know we're doing this very much out of order, but we'll try to get through it. Thank you.
I'm sorry. You said Chowdhury,
Yeah,
Chowdhury, Muhammad.
and Abedin, and these are off of the 22nd list.
Okay.
And I'm sorry I'm jumping around like that.
Yes. And Chowdhury. Chowdhury. Go to the podium. Tell me your name. Your name. Keep the mask up.
Hello, Mr. Chowdhury. I may have spelled that wrong, Mr. Jarna. I'm Judge Cooper, and you're charged with the following offenses. I'm sorry. First, let you know that your counsel, Mr. Wallach, is here on the Zoom link also, so he's also hearing this. So, Miss, and I may not be pronouncing this right, Chowdhury, you're charged with commercial gambling, keeping a place of gambling, and racketeering. Your bond this afternoon will be $35,000. Will you be able to make bond, ma'am? I could not. Did she say yes?
You said yes.
Okay, thank you. Now, ma'am, the court date for your case is currently scheduled for February the 3rd. But in making bond, that day will be canceled, and you get your next court date in the mail. And again, you have counsel here on the Zoom link, so he'll be able to explain anything to you. Counsel, do you have any question at this point as it pertains to this client?
Judge, I just wanted to make sure I understood the number. 35,000 was the number?
That is correct.
All right, thank you.
Thank you, sir. She's complete. You may bring up the next person. Hello, sir. Your last name, please? Abedin, okay. Sir, it is alleged that you committed the following offenses: commercial gambling, keeping a place of gambling, as well as one count of racketeering. Your bond, sir, will be $35,000. Will you be able to make bond, sir?
Yes.
Okay, and I also need to let you know that your counsel is here on the Zoom link, so he's apprised of what's going on. Your next court date, sir, would be on February the 3rd, and in making bond, that day would get canceled, and you get your next court date in the mail. Okay, sir?
Thank you.
All right, thank you, sir. So tough. Mr. Ula? Yes, sir. Good afternoon. Sir, it's alleged that you committed you conducted commercial gambling, as well as a place of keeping commercial gambling, as well as one count of racketeering. Your bond, sir, is $35,000. Will you be able to make bond, sir?
Yes, sir.
All righty. Sir, your counsel is here on the Zoom link. Your next court date as scheduled is February the 3rd at 8 a.m. in courtroom 201. If you make bond, that date will be canceled, and you'll get your next court date in the mail. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Counsel, do you have any questions?
No, Your Honor. Thank you.
All righty, sir. Have a great afternoon.
Thank you. You too, Your Honor.
All right. Deputy Law, I'm at how you want to do it, sir.
Okay. We'll go with the females from the 21st.
That's fine. And also be mindful if any Spanish speakers, we can also, get them done right after the females, okay?
Yes.
Thank you, sir. All righty, I am ready when you are.
Kelsey Arthur.
Ma'am, give me 1 second. Say your name again, please, for me.
Arthur.
Okay, Miss Arthur. Okay, all right, so it's on the 22nd. Miss Arthur, it is alleged you committed the offense of aggravated assault. The bonds in those matters is $10,000. Will you be able to make bond, ma'am?
Yes.
Now, ma'am, once you make bond, I'm ordering that you stay from Mr. Sam Johnson and that you do not go back around the address of 454 Roxbury Drive. However, I'm also putting on here that within 10 days of your release, you can contact the sheriff and they'll go with you to get any clothing or any equipment that you may have at that address. Do you understand, ma'am? Okay, all right. Again, that's a special condition. If you violate the terms of those conditions, you could be rearrested, have a new charge, and not be able to get any bond. Your court date right now, again, is February the 3rd, 8 a.m. in courtroom 201. Thank you, ma'am.
Judge Cooper.
Yes, ma'am.
Sorry, Attorney Myers is about to log on. He has a client, Brianna Gardner.
Okay, all right. Thank you, Gardner. All right. Thanks. All right, Mr. Law, keep rolling. Your name, ma'am?
Tiffany Clayton.
Ms. Clayton, it's alleged that you committed the offense of aggravated assault as well as possessing of a weapon during a crime. I'm denying you bond this afternoon, but when you do make bond, you're ordered to stay away from Miss Tiffany Horn, and you're not to go back around the address of 620 Catherine Street. Now, I assume you have stuff there, so I'm putting on here that on your release, you have 10 days to contact the sheriff so they can go with you to get whatever you need, and that's for your protection to ensure nothing, there's no accusations made against you while you're doing so. Your next court date right now is February the 3rd. And if you make bond, you'll get that day will be canceled and you get your next court date in the mail. Thank you, ma'am.
Do I have a bond?
Ma'am, I'm denying you bond at this time.
Yes, sir.
Yes, ma'am. Are you Miss Duran?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Ma'am, you're charged, it's alleged you committed the offense of aggravated assault. The bond is $8,000. Will you be able to make bond, ma'am? All right, ma'am, once you make bond, you're to stay from Mr. Kenneth Marcardo. Your next court date, ma'am, is February the 3rd at 8 a.m. in courtroom 201. February the 3rd, 8 a.m. courtroom 201. Thank you, ma'am.
Okay.
Hello, last name, please. Edwards? All right, Miss Tamika Edwards, it's alleged that you drove with an expired tag and no license. The bond, ma'am, is $1,500. Will you be able to make bond, ma'am?
Yes, I can make bond today.
All right. All right, when you make bond, ma'am, that court date will be canceled and you get your next court date in the mail. Thank you, ma'am. Are you Miss Gardner?
Yes, sir.
All right, Ms. Gardner, it's alleged you committed the offense of trafficking. I'm not authorized to grant you a bond in those cases, Ms. Gardner. Ms. Gardner, your next court date is February the 3rd, 8 a.m. in courtroom 201. February the 3rd, 8 a.m., courtroom 201. Thank you, ma'am.
Your Honor,
Yes, ma'am?
there was no bond, Your Honor.
I'm not authorized to grant you a bond on a trafficking offense, ma'am. No, I'm not.
I also have a question. I'm able to,
Go ahead.
I'm holding to make a phone call.
Ma'am, you don't have
They'll
to.
take care of that down there. Okay. They'll take care of that down there. Are you Ms. Graham? All right, Ms. Graham, it's alleged you committed the offense of disorderly conduct. The bond is $1,500. Will you be able to make bond, ma'am? Okay, ma'am. Also, I'm ordering you not to go back around the address of 276 Upper Riverdale Road, apartment 10F. All right, ma'am. Your court date, of course, is January 26th hang on, January 26th. If you make bond, that day will be canceled and you get your next court date in the mail. Thank you, ma'am. Are you Miss Mariano?
Miss Marshall.
Miss Marshall, okay. Miss Marshall, it is alleged, Ariane Marshall? Good, got it. It's alleged you committed the following offenses: battery, criminal trespass, and criminal trespass damage to property. Your total amount of your bond for all three offenses is $10,000. Will you be able to make bond, ma'am?
I can try to do a bonds person, yes.
And already, your court date right now is scheduled for February the 3rd at 8 a.m. in courtroom 201. February the 3rd, 8 a.m. courtroom 201. And again, if you make bond, that day will get canceled and you get your next court date in the mail. All right, thank you, ma'am.
Hi, my name is Mariano. Do you know Mariano?
Okay, Ms. Mariana. It is alleged that you committed financial transaction card fraud, financial transaction card theft, theft by receiving stolen property, possession of marijuana 1 ounce or less, tampering with evidence, as well as furnishing alcohol to a minor. Your bond, ma'am, is $19,500. Will you be able to make bond, ma'am?
Yeah, probably with a bail bondsman.
All righty. Now, your court date is scheduled for February the 3rd at 8 a.m. in courtroom 201. And again, if you make bond, that day will get canceled and you get your next court date in the mail. Thank you, ma'am. Thomas McKnight, good afternoon. It's alleged you committed the offense of criminal trespass. The bond is $2,000. Will you be able to make bond, Ms. McKnight?
I'm gonna try to, if I can I waive it?
You surely can. You understand the options of waiving? Good. All righty. The deputy there will have you fill out a form letting us know you want to waive, okay?
Yes, sir.
All right, thank you, ma'am.
Pruitt?
Ms. Pruitt, good afternoon. Ms. Pruitt, it's alleged you committed the offense of criminal trespass. The bond is $2,000. However, I'm going to allow you to sign an OR bond, which means you can sign yourself out. Your next court date, Ms. Pruitt, is the 26th of January at 8 a.m. in courtroom 201. January 26th, 8 a.m., courtroom 201. Thank you, ma'am. Hey, give me 1 second, ma'am. Hold on. I need to make a note of something. Okay. What's your name, ma'am? Smith? Ms. Smith, it's alleged you committed the offense of battery. The bond is $2,000. Will you be able to make bond, Ms. Smith? All right, Ms. Smith, if you make bond, your court date of the 26th of January will get canceled, and you'll get your next court date in the mail. What else? I've appointed counsel to assist you, of course. So someone from that counsel office is supposed to see you within 72 hours. All right, ma'am. Thank you very much.
Last name, Verdesia.
Verdesia? Okay. Kaylee? Okay, great. Ma'am, it's alleged you committed the offense of financial transaction card fraud, financial transaction card theft, theft by receiving stolen property, possession of marijuana 1 ounce or less, allowing an unlawful driver to drive, tampering with evidence, as well as furnishing alcohol to a minor. Your bond, ma'am, is $22,500. Will you be able to make bond, ma'am? Okay, now, ma'am, if you make bond, your court date is scheduled for February the 3rd. But if you make bond, that day will get canceled, and you'll get your next court date in the mail. Thank you, ma'am.
Last name Wilson, Anitra.
Ms. Anitra Wilson, it is alleged you committed the offense of criminal trespass, damage to property. The bond is $2,000. However, I'm going to allow you to sign yourself out on an OR bond. Your next court date will be the 26th of January at 8 a.m. in courtroom 201. January 26th, 8 a.m., courtroom 201. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, Your Honor.
What is your name, ma'am? What is your name? I'm sorry? Snow?
Yes.
Okay. All right, Ms. Snow, it is alleged you committed the offense of simple battery as well as terroristic threats. Your bond this afternoon is $9,000. Will you be able to make bond, ma'am? All righty, ma'am. Now, I'm going to put here, okay, you'd have no violent contact with Zakira Carlisle and Zaylin Snow.
Okay.
Now, I want to talk with you a little bit, all right? Because normally the standard is you can't go back around the folks. But I know you need to go back around them because they depend upon you for care. Just that until this matter is over with, you know, just be mindful of how you conduct yourself, all right? All righty, your next court date, ma'am, is February the 3rd at 8 a.m. in courtroom 201. February the 3rd, 8 a.m., courtroom 201. Thank you, Ms. Snow.
Judge, that's all for the 21st. This is the 22nd females.
All righty, and there's a counsel for Gardner. I don't have the first name. After we finish the females, we can do any folks that needs language translation, and then Gardner.
Okay, was a Gardner a female or a male?
Female, Judge. Female.
Okay, all righty. So we're gonna get her in the next group if we haven't gotten her yet. All right, thanks.
Mhm.
What's the name of your client? It's Gardner. What's the first name?
Brianna.
Judge, you already spoke with her, but I'm bringing her back to the podium.
Trafficking. Yes, all right. Ma'am, your counsel is on, so we're bringing you back to the podium just so he can hear the allegations, okay? The allegation against you is the offense of trafficking. And in those allegations, this court is not authorized to grant you a bond, so I have to deny you bond. Your next court date is February the 3rd at 8 a.m. in courtroom 201. February the 3rd, 8 a.m., courtroom 201. Counselor, do you have any questions?
Not at this time, Your Honor.
All right, thank you, Ms. Brianna, and thank you, counsel.
Thank you, Judge.
Bye.
I might have incorrectly gave you the wrong date. The ones that are coming, females are coming to the podium now. They're from the 21st. Ms. Camp.
All right, sir. Good afternoon, ma'am. Are you Ms. Camps?
Yes, sir.
All right, Ms. Camps. I'm Judge Cooper. It's alleged, Ms. Camps, that you committed the following offenses: theft by receiving stolen property, altering the identification of a vehicle, as well as having a registration and licensing of a dealer, when in fact I guess it's alleged you're not a dealer. So the bond on all three offenses, ma'am, is $20,000. Will you be able to make bond, ma'am?
Yes, Your Honor.
All righty, ma'am. Your court date right now is scheduled for February the 3rd, but if you make bond, that day will get canceled and you get your next date, court date in the mail. And as previously told, the appointed counsel will assist you. But again, you can hire your own counsel. Okay, ma'am? Thank you and have a good afternoon.
Step up now.
Aisha Hilton House.
Ms. Hilton. It is alleged you committed the offense of simple battery as well as criminal trespass. The bond in those offenses would be $4,000. However, I'm going to allow you to sign yourself out on an OR bond. And your next court date is going to be on the 26th of January at 8 a.m. in courtroom 201. January 26th, 8 a.m., courtroom 201. Thank you, ma'am.
Your Honor.
Ma'am, put your hand behind your back.
What's your name, ma'am?
Katerina Ivanova. I'm Russian and I live in New York currently.
And understand. I got you. Okay, understand.
I came here.
Thank you. Now, you're charged with public drunk. The bond is $1,000. However, I'm going to allow you to sign yourself out. Your next court date will be the 26th of January at 8 a.m. in courtroom 201. January 26th, 8 a.m., courtroom 201. Busturov. Bye.
James.
Ms. Giselle James, ma'am, it is alleged you committed the offense of criminal trespass. The bond in those matters is $2,000. Will you be able to make bond, ma'am? All right, ma'am, if you make bond, your next court date, which is scheduled for January 26th, that date will be canceled and you'll get your next court date in the mail. All right, Ms. James? Thank you, ma'am.
State the name.
Sabrina Oropesa.
Okay, one moment. All right, Ms. Sabrina. Ms. Sabrina, it's alleged you committed the following offenses. Let me make sure I have it. Sabrina Maria. Okay. All right, it's alleged you committed the following offenses. Hijacking a motor vehicle, as well as armed robbery. Ma'am, I'm not authorized to give you a bond this morning. I'm appointed counsel to assist you. Your next court date, ma'am, is February the 3rd at 8 a.m. in courtroom 201. February the 3rd, 8 a.m., courtroom 201. Thank you.
Yeah, I don't think she's not on the count. I think that was a pattern. You want me to start lining up the guys then?
Judge, do you have a Maya Maria on the calendar? We don't show her on our calendar.
I do not. I have 3 other females, though. I can go through their names real quickly.
Yes, please.
All right, in alphabetical order, it's Tracy Lampirsky. Tracy Lampirsky.
Okay. What's the other?
Cecilia Mata, and Darlene Torrey.
Cecilia Mata is out on bond, and Tori also is out on bond.
Thank you. And the other one is Tracy Marie Lampirsky.
Lampirsky. We'll have to get her. She's down in medical.
Okay, all right, we'll leave it for the end. Thank you. All righty. Spanish speakers, if we have any, so we can
No.
No, that's what I told you. No, it's a guy. We got 2 guys as well. Yeah, bring them out. 2 Spanish guys.
Judge, you want to do the Spanish?
if we can, so I don't keep Ms. Tolles waiting unnecessarily. Will that be a problem for you?
We're bringing them out right now.
All righty, thank you. You're gonna have to tell me what their names and on what days, because I'm gonna be going through 2 different files.
Okay.
What names do you have? Yes, I think I only have one day, a list from one day.
Okay. Make it work. I'll tell you what, why don't you ask them their names and I'll follow your lead.
Señores, sus nombres, por favor.
Edgar Reséndez.
¿Cómo dice?
Edgar Reséndez Malacara.
Edgar.
Edgar Reséndez Mercado.
Malacara.
Marcado.
Malacara.
Malacara.
Edgar.
¿Y usted, señor?
César Villalobos.
Ah, apenas no le oigo, señor, perdón.
César Villalobos.
César Villalobos. Okay, we have a Mr. Reséndez Malacara, first name Edgar, and Mr. César Villalobos.
All righty. We can start with Mr. Edgar. Mr. Edgar is charged with simple battery, obstructing or hindering an emergency telephone call, cruel to the children in the 3rd degree, simple battery, and terroristic threats. His bond is $15,000. I would like to know if he can make bond. And hold on, let me just finish everything. Is to stay away from Marta Valdivia, Diana Rodriguez.
One moment.
Yeah, sorry.
Marta Valdivia.
Yes.
And what was the other name? I'm sorry.
Diana Rodriguez and Andrea Rodriguez.
Yes,
and he cannot go back. He cannot go back around the address of 213 Spring Drive.
All right. Señor Reséndez Malacara, tiene las acusaciones de violencia simple, estorbar o impedir una llamada de emergencia, maltrato de menores en el 3er grado, otra acusación de violencia simple y amenazas terroristas. Tiene una fianza en la cantidad de $15,000. ¿Puede usted pagar esa fianza? También su fianza conlleva condiciones especiales de ningún contacto con Marta Valdivia, Diana Rodríguez y Andrea Rodríguez. ¿Piensa que va a poder depositar la fianza y salir, señor?
¿Cuánto sería de lo que por lo menos si son 15,000, cuánto pagaría?
Of the $15,000, Your Honor, how much would I pay?
If he uses a bonding company, they're probably going to charge him around $2,000.
Si usted tramita la fianza, señor, a través de una compañía de fianzas, probablemente le cobrarán alrededor de $2,000.
Also inform me that I've appointed counsel to assist him, and either that attorney or someone from that attorney's office is to come and see him within 72 hours.
También, señor, yo nombré un abogado de oficio para usted, para ayudarle. Entonces, el mismo abogado o alguien del bufete de él va a pasar a visitarlo.
Entonces sí puedo pagar la fianza.
Entonces, ¿sí dice?
No puedo pagar la fianza.
So then, yes, I'll be able to pay the bond.
All righty. His next court date is January 26th. But if he makes bond, that day will be canceled, and he'll get his next court date in the mail.
Su próxima audiencia, señor, está programada para el 26 de enero. Pero si usted, mientras tanto, sale bajo fianza, entonces esa audiencia se cancelará y recibirá por correo la notificación de su próxima audiencia.
Gracias.
Okay, thank you.
Also,
también, señor,
he has an option of speeding it up.
usted tiene la opción de agilizar su caso.
If he chooses to speed it up, he would have his court date probably right after the new year. It would just be earlier.
Si decide agilizar el caso, tendrá su próxima audiencia justo después de año nuevo. Solamente sería antes de la fecha programada.
Does he want to just make the bond, or does he want to speed it up?
¿Quiere usted solamente salir bajo fianza o quiere también agilizar la causa?
Quiero pagar la fianza.
I'll pay the bond.
All right, tell him thank you. And that's
Gracias,
all?
señor. Y es todo.
All righty, with Mr. Villalobos. He is charged with not having a license, failure to yield to an emergency vehicle, and DUI alcohol. His bond is $3,500. And that's all, and I'd like to know if he could make bond.
Señor Villalobos, se le acusa de manejar sin licencia, también de no ceder el paso a un vehículo de emergencia y manejar bajo los efectos de alcohol. La fianza suya es a $3,500. ¿Piensa que va a poder depositar la fianza y salir?
¿Cuánto sería lo menos?
I'm sorry, Your Honor. I'm going to ask him to repeat because I cannot hear him. Señor, le pido, ¿puede hablar un poco más alto? No le escucho. ¿Cómo dice?
¿Cuánto sería lo menos? ¿Cuánto sería lo menos de la fianza?
What would be the least amount for the bond? Your Honor.
Thank you. Hold on. That's fine. Tell him if he uses a bonding company, they may charge him about $400.
Si usted tramita su fianza, señor, a través de una compañía de fianzas, le pueden cobrar alrededor de unos $400.
Paga la fianza.
Okay, I'll pay the bond.
Okay. All righty. Let him know his court date is January 26th, but by bonding out, that day will get canceled and he'll get his next court date in the mail.
Entonces, su próxima audiencia se señala para el 26 de enero. Pero como va a pagar la fianza, esa audiencia se va a cancelar. Entonces recibirá su próxima notificación de audiencia por correo.
Okay, thank you.
Okay.
Okay, nothing further. Thank you.
Bueno, nada más que tratar. Gracias, señor.
Ms. Tolles, thank you also.
Thank you, Your Honor. If I may check, I think I heard the deputy mention to you names of some ladies. Do they need me or?
I think the ladies are all finished.
They're all done. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
Have a good day.
All righty.
State the name to the judge. Deputy Marshal.
All right. Give me 1 second. Let me get rearranged. All right, we're dealing with the 21st. Give me 1 second, sir. All righty, let me have your name again, please.
Dexter Beck.
Dexter Beck. All right, give me a second, Mr. Beck.
And behind your back.
All righty, Mr. Beck. It is alleged that you committed the following offenses, sir. Simple battery, criminal, and 2 counts of criminal trespass, damage to property. The total amount of your bond this afternoon, sir, is $6,000. Will you be able to make bond, Mr. Beck?
Not today, but I will eventually.
Okay, now, Mr. Beck, I need to talk with you about waiving. I'll take the time to explain it to you a little bit more in depth. Waiving, if you've heard me said, it's an option you have to speed your case up. Your case will be held within the next 2 weeks. So it's just an opportunity to speed it up. Rather than waiting until the 26th, it can be heard sooner. If you choose to waive and you can make bond, you can still make bond. It's just an additional option you have to be able to get yourself out of the jail pending the resolution of your case. So, Mr. Beck, do you want to just wait and make bond, or do you want to waive and try to make bond? And what do you want to do?
Use the bonding company. How much would it be?
Oh, y'all keep asking me those questions. I don't run a bonding company, sir. But 10% of 10 to 20% of $6,000 is about $120, $150.
I'll wait to make bond.
All righty, sir. Thank you very much. Now, the court date of the 26th of January will be canceled, and you get your next court date in the mail. Thank you, sir.
This way. Step over this way.
Next person, step up.
Hey, sir, what's your name, please?
Crockett.
Crockett. Okay. Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir. Mr. Crockett, it's alleged that you committed the offense of criminal trespass. The bond is $2,000. Will you be able to make bond, sir?
No, I can't, sir. I'm asking I sign myself out, sir.
Not an option, but keep listening. You have an option of waiving, speeding it up in the next 7 to 10 business days rather than just January 26th. Would you like to waive, sir?
Yes, I would.
All righty. The deputy there is going to have you fill out something, letting me know you want to waive. Give me 1 second. Hold on a second. I'm looking for something. Hold on. All right. What is it you said now?
I said, can I have an option to sign myself out, sir? I have no way of getting.
You said that earlier, and I didn't acknowledge it. So no, sir. The answer is no. For whatever reason in your looking at it, the answer is no. Now, when you do make bond, I'm saying you should have no violence between yourself and Miss Maudlin, okay? The standard normally is you can't go back around there, none of that stuff. But it's the holiday season. Y'all live together, and I don't want you to be homeless, okay? But in allowing you to go back in the house, we don't just listen. All right, if you make bond, you'd have no contact with Miss Maudlin. That's all. All righty. If you make bond, your court date is going to be. Sorry, you want to waive. All right. So they're going to fill out something there for you to sign. Thank you, sir. That's all.
Did you waive? He waived, didn't he, Judge?
Yes, sir. Your name, sir. Last name.
Hastings, Elijah.
Okay, Hastings, Mr. Hastings. It's alleged you committed the offense of simple battery, sir, and criminal trespass. The bond is $4,000. Will you be able to make bond, sir?
With the bail bondsman, yes, sir.
All righty. Now, when you make bond, you're not having any violent contact with Miss Hillman. You can be around her, but no fighting, shoving, or none of that stuff. All right, sir?
Sir.
All righty. Now, the court date, of course, is January 26th. But if you make bond, that date will get canceled, and you get your next court date in the mail. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. What's your last name, sir?
Murrah, sir. Murrah.
All right, sir. It is alleged you improper passing of emergency vehicle, possession of marijuana 1 ounce or less, driving a motor vehicle on a suspended or canceled license, as well as use or possession of drug-related objects. Your bond.
License was suspended, sir. Yeah, it's valid.
Fine. I'm appointing you counsel, so you tell that to your counsel, and the counsel can make it work for you. I'm just telling you what they're alleging. I'm not saying you're guilty of anything. That's what they're alleging. Now, the bond, sir, is $4,500. Will you be able to make bond, sir?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Yes, okay. Now, I gotta let you know one thing. You can waive. I mentioned it earlier. It's just a decision you're making that you want to speed it up. If you say you want to waive, you can still make bond. Waiving just gives you an additional means of getting out of jail before pending the resolution of this matter. So do you just want to try to make bond, or you want to waive and try to speed it up?
I'll just make bond, sir.
All right. All right. The case is scheduled for the 26th. If you make bond, that day will get canceled and you get your next court date in the mail. Thank you, sir.
Okay, let me check.
Your last name, sir? Mr. Parks, Mr. Corey Parks. It said you made an improper lane change and drove under the influence of alcohol. The bond this afternoon is $2,500. Will you be able to make bond, Mr. Parks?
Yes, sir.
All right, Mr. Parks, your court date of January 26th. If you make bond, that day will get canceled and you get your next court date in the mail. Thank you, Mr. Parks, and have a good afternoon.
How you doing, Terrell?
All right, Mr. Terrell, I'm doing well. And yourself? Now, Mr. Terrell, it's alleged that you had reckless conduct and you discharged a firearm on the property of another. The bond in that matter, sir, is $8,000. Will you be able to make bond, Mr. Terrell?
Good.
All right, Mr. Terrell, if you make bond, your court date of the 26th of January will be canceled and you'll get your next court date in the mail. And again, I'm appointed counsel to assist you. Okay, sir?
You said appointed counsel to assist? I'm sorry, say it again, sir.
I've appointed counsel to assist you. I've appointed your lawyer to assist you. All right, thank you. Your name, sir?
Vaughn Christopher.
All right, Mr. Vaughn, it said you drove in an expired or suspended license as well as expired tags. The bond is $2,000. Will you be able to make bond, Mr. Vaughn?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Vaughn, when you make bond, sir, the court date right now is January 26th. That date will get canceled and you're gonna get your next court date in the mail. That means your court date will be pushed further down into the year. Okay, sir?
Yeah, thank you.
All right, thank you, sir. Before you get on the before you change to the 22nd, I have some names I want to call off on the 21st.
Okay.
Are we at that point?
Yes, sir. Go ahead.
All righty. Alphabetically, let's start with Cardwell Harold.
Yes, we have to locate him. He was one of the ones that's in intake.
Okay, no problem. Next one is Herb Harbor, Felix Herb Harbor. I can't even pronounce the name right. ERHABOR.
I'm on bond.
Okay. Next one is Long, Edward Long.
He's a medical.
Okay. Okay. And the final one is Wiles.
And we just call for him. They should be sending him down.
Okay, all right. Let me separate these and then we'll get started with the 22nd. All righty. All righty, give me, okay, got it. All right, we can start with the 22nd. Give me 1 minute and I'll be ready.
Judge Cooper,
Yes, sir.
we have Edward Long here now.
All righty. Okay, give me a minute. Yes, sir. Send them up. Yeah, Mr. Long, Edward Leon Long.
Yes, sir.
Sir, it's alleged that you drove in a suspended or revoked license. The bond is $1,500. Will you be able to make bond, sir?
I don't know yet, sir.
Understand. Hold on a second. All righty. Now I've appointed counsel to assist you. Your next court date is the 26th of January. And if you make bond, that day will get canceled. You also have an option of speeding it up if you think you may not be able to make bond. So rather than being there until the 26th of January. If you waive, you could have another court date in the next 2 weeks. Now, if you say you want to waive, there's a piece of paper you'll sign letting me know, and I'll process it for the clerks to process. Even though you say you want to waive, if you waive and you still make bond, you can still make bond. Okay, waiving is just an additional option that you're having, so it can limit your time there while waiting for this matter to be resolved.
Okay.
What would you like to do? Would you like to put down for a waiver, or you just want to make bond?
Yes, sir. I'll file for waiver.
All right, Mr. Long, the deputy there will have you fill out something. Okay, sir? Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Did you want to start with the 22nd, Judge, while we're trying to locate those other ones?
Yes, sir. Do we have to do the rights? I'm not sure. Did these folks get their rights?
Yes, Judge, they did. They were here for that.
Thank you much. Hey, good day, sir. What is your last name, please?
Brian.
All right, sir. Mr. Raymond or Ramon Paul. It is alleged that you committed battery as well as criminal damage to property. The bond is $6,000. Will you be to make bond, sir?
Yes, sir.
All righty. Now, the court date for misdemeanors is January 26th.
Yes, I thought the original charge was criminal trespass, not criminal damage.
Criminal trespass, damage to property, meaning that you trespass by damaging someone's property. But anyway, the bond is the same. I'm not, I don't mess with folks. Now, if you can make bond, that date will be canceled, and you get a court date later down in the year. You also have the option of waiving. Take some time to take the time to explain it again. If you're waiving, you're not giving up any rights. It's a decision you're making that you want to speed it up. If you decide to waive and you're not able to make bond, you'll have a court date within the next 2 weeks. You can waive and still make bond if you want to. It's just an option, additional option you have of being released while this matter is pending. So, sir, what would you like to do? Would you like to just try to make bond, or do you want to waive? Give yourself that option. What would you like to do?
You said, well, I couldn't hear you.
I'm sorry?
You said, well, I couldn't hear you.
Whew. All righty. Let me start over.
I want to make bond.
All right. Fair enough. Simple enough. All righty. Again, the bond is $6,000. You make bond, this court date will be canceled, and you get your next court date in the mail. Thank you, sir. Have a good one.
Step up.
Last name, please.
Oh, my.
Hey, sir, it's alleged you drove a suspended or revoked license and have an expired tag. The bond is $2,000. Will you be able to make bond, sir?
Yes, sir.
You said negative?
Not being to make bond.
All righty. Now, I need to let you know, Mr. Carmichael, I mentioned about waiving, which is just speeding up this matter, rather than waiting in jail until the 26th. If you decide to waive, you'll be in front of another judge within the next 14 days, 10 to 14 days to try to resolve this matter. So, sir, would you like to waive?
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right. Now,
Yes,
yes, sir.
apologize for interrupting you.
Go ahead.
Now, you was about to say something, I interrupted, I thought.
Now, I was going to say the deputy there will have you sign something. Therefore, I'll process it to let him know you want to speed it up. All right, sir?
Yes, sir.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Carmichael.
How are you, sir?
Hey, sir, you Mr. Desai? All right, sir. It's alleged you committed the offense of commercial gambling, keeping a place of gambling, as well as racketeering. Your bond, sir, is $35,000. Would you be able to make bond, sir?
Yes, sir.
All righty, sir. Your next court date is February the 3rd, 8 a.m. in courtroom 201. If you make bond, that day we will get canceled and you'll get your next court date in the mail. Thank you, sir.
All right. Gardner, Jerome Gardner. OTP. Okay, and Demetrius Jefferson.
Sir, what's your last name?
G, sir.
I'm sorry?
G-E.
Hang on a second. Romans G. All right, sir. It's alleged that you an improper lane change as well as a DUI refusal. Your bond, sir, is $2,500. Will you be able to make bond, sir? You said yes or no?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All right, got it. Mr. G, when you make bond, that date will get canceled and you're gonna get your next court date in the mail. All right, sir? And again, Mr. G, I've appointed counsel to assist you. So either that attorney or someone from that attorney's office is to contact you within 72 hours. Thank you, sir.
He's up there. I got pain.
So what's your name?
Demetrius Hills, sir.
Okay, all righty. Mr. Hills, it's alleged that you drove a suspended or revoked license. The bond is $1,500. Will you be able to make bond, sir?
Yes, sir.
All right, sir. If you make bond, that date of the 26th of January will be canceled, and you'll get your next court date in the mail. Thank you, sir. Hello, sir. What's your last name, please?
Montgomery, sir.
Montgomery. Okay, got you. All righty, Mr. Stephen Lamar. It is alleged that you committed one count of battery family violence. The bond is $3,000. Will you be able to make bond, sir?
Yes, sir.
All right. Now, if you make bond, that court date of January 26th will get canceled, and you get your next court date in the mail. Now, sir, I'm putting in a special condition. Okay, you have to stay away from Miss Mathis. Can't contact her, can't be around her. All righty. I've appointed counsel to assist you. So either that attorney or someone from that attorney's office is to see you within 72 hours. Thank you, Mr. Montgomery.
Judge, this is Mr. Fannin.
All right, got it. Hey, Mr. Fannin, it's alleged you committed the offense. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
All righty, great. Mr. Fannin, it's alleged you committed the offense of aggravated assault. I'm denying you bond this morning, sir. And when you do make bond, you cannot go around or have any contact with Mrs. Stevie Alford. Do you understand that, sir? All right. No, just listen right now. I've appointed counsel to assist you. So either that attorney or someone from that attorney's office is to come and see you within 72 hours. Ask them questions, they'll advise you. I can't really give you any advice. Your next court date, sir, is February the 3rd at 8 a.m. in courtroom 201. February the 3rd, 8 a.m., courtroom 201. All righty, what is it you want to ask me? Remember, I can't really give you any advice, but what is it you want to ask me?
I've been here since Sunday night. I haven't seen the doctor. I got.
I don't run the jail. I can't do nothing. Talk to the deputies there. They can deal with what you want.
Good morning, Your Honor. I'm Brian Payne.
All righty, Mr. Payne. Sir, it's alleged that you possess marijuana 1 ounce or less. You're tampering with evidence. You obstructed an officer, as well as unlawful operation of an emergency vehicle. Hold on. Let me see what that is. Okay, yeah, okay, got it. Okay, got it. All right, your bond, sir, is $6,000. Will you be able to make bond, sir?
Yes, that's total on all charges?
Yes, sir, on all charges.
Okay, yes, sir.
All righty, now your court date is for misdemeanors is scheduled for January 26th at 8 a.m. in courtroom 201. Now, you also have an option of waiving, which means you want to speed it up. If you choose to waive, you can still make bond. It's just a decision you're making that you want to speed it up.
Waive, and I still make, I say if I waive and I still make bond, what's the process of that?
All it'll mean is that the benefit of waiving is if you don't make bond, your court date you'll have a court date sooner than January 26th. If you make bond, it still pushes it down into the later in the year.
Okay, I'm gonna make bond, but I would like to waive also.
All right, the deputy there will have you sign something, sir. Thank you much.
All right, have a good one.
Yes, sir.
State the name.
Iris Dean Peak. All right, Mr. Peak, it's alleged you committed the offense of battery. The bond is $3,000. Will you be able to make bond, Mr. Peak?
Yeah.
Now, Mr. Peak, when you make bond, you can't go back around Miss Mills. And what is that address? Is that Gatewood Drive?
Yes, sir.
Can't go back around that address, sir.
Sure.
Now, I'm putting on here that, when you release, you contact the sheriff. They can go with you so you can get your stuff.
Yes,
But
sir.
other than with the assistance of the sheriff, you can't be around that address. You can't contact that lady.
Yes,
Now,
sir.
when you make bond, that date of January 26th will get canceled and you get your next court date in the mail. Thank you, Mr. Peak.
Sir, can I waive? Can I waive?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Sure. They got you. They'll have you sign something there, sir.
Afternoon, I'm William Ross.
All right, give me 1 second. All righty. You said Ross is your last name? All right, Mr. William Calvin Ross. Okay. Sir, it's alleged you committed the following offenses: aggravated assault with a deadly weapon, cruelty to children, as well as battery, family violence. I'm denying you bond this afternoon. When you do make bond, you're staying from Miss Randolph. You're also not around to go back around that address of 4233 Jonesboro Road. Is it possible that you have anything that you need to get from that address, sir? No? Okay, got it. All right, you're not supposed to go back around there. All right, sir, your next court date is February the 3rd at 8 a.m. in courtroom 201. February the 3rd, 8 a.m., 201. Thank you. I'm sorry, you have a question?
I said, being that this is my first offense, why I got denied?
Bye, sir.
Next. Approved. They still have consent.
Mr. Samuels? Sir, it's alleged you committed criminal trespass, 2 counts. The bond is $4,000. Will you be able to make bond, sir?
Calm down. Yeah, calm down.
I would like to waive my,
No, we don't want to have this here.
All right, I heard you. I heard you. Hold on. There's a lot of noise going on there, and I want to make sure the deputy can get what you're saying. Mr. Peak would like, I'm sorry, Mr. Samuels would like to waive. They're going to have you fill out something there, Mr. Samuels. Thank you.
Preston J. Walker.
Hey, Mr. Walker, it's alleged you committed the offense of theft. The bond is $2,000. Will you be able to make bond, Mr. Walker? I'm sorry, was that a yes? Okay, all righty. Your court date, sir, is the 26th of January. If you make bond, that day will get canceled, and you get your next court date in the mail. All right, so thanks. That's all. Mhm. Last name, sir? Green. Okay. Mr. Green, it's alleged that you committed the following offenses: obstruction or hindering a law enforcement officer, reckless driving, driving without a license, another count of reckless driving, theft by receiving, another count of obstruction, another count of failure to obey a traffic control device, and 1 count of fleeing and eluding officers. I'm denying your bond this afternoon, Mr. Green. Mr. Green, your court date is February the 3rd at 8 a.m. in courtroom 201. February the 3rd, 8 a.m., courtroom 201. Thank you, sir.
Even if I got my bud, can I put a waiver? Even if I got my bud.
And we finished, so we got these two. Oh, cut out. Okay, Tom, you're next. Yeah, behind your back, I state your name to the judge.
Terry Hansers.
Sir, it's alleged that you committed the following offenses: possession of meth, as well as possession of drug-related objects. Your bond this afternoon is $10,000. Will you be able to make bond, sir?
Sir, could I say something real quick?
Answer his question first. Answer your question.
Yes, sir. Yes.
There you go. All right. Let me continue to roll. Oh boy. Your court date is February the 3rd. If you make bond, that day will get canceled and you get next court date in the mail. Now, I've also appointed counsel to assist you. Okay. That's really the person to whom you direct your questions. But out of courtesy, sir, what is your question?
I have been here 2 weeks and I have not had a preliminary hearing or a bond hearing or nothing. And the officer.
This is your first appearance, sir. This is the first step along the way. I'm appointing counsel to assist you. Talk to your counsel about that, okay?
Thank you, sir.
Yes, sir.
The other guy in here. Well, last time we had to pull you behind your back and state the name to the judge. When you finish speaking with the judge. All right. Yes.
State your name to the judge. Put them out. No, not you. Keep it up. Put it on your nose. There you go. State your name to the judge.
Yeah, my name is David Lacey, sir.
I want to take them back.
What's that last name?
L-A-C-E-Y.
We gotta go back to that.
L-A-C-E-Y.
They got it. All right, Mr. David Lacey, it's alleged that you committed aggravated assault. The bond is $10,000. Will you be able to make bond, Mr. Lacey?
I can use the phone, sir.
All right, I got it. Now, Mr. Lacey, there's a special condition here that you'd have no contact with Ms. Gonzalez. And you're not allowed to go back around that address of 1144 Lloyd Drive.
I have, sir.
I'm putting on here that once you make bond, you contact the sheriff and it can go with you to get your stuff. All right. Now, your next court date is February the 3rd. But if you make bond, that day will get canceled and you get your next court date in the mail. Thank you, sir. Yes, sir.
It'd be possible to get sent to the infirmary because I think I got the COVID stuff.
I did not hear you.
I think I'm sick, sir. I think I got the
You have to
COVID.
stop.
They'll take care of you there.
Do they fill this out?
Yeah.
Stuff up over your nose. Last name, please. Mr. Walton, it's alleged you commit, you're a fugitive. I'll give you the short version. Your case is different than everyone who have come before me this afternoon. It is different in that you're not, you don't have a case pending in this county or in the state. It's alleged that you wanted out of the state of Michigan. Okay, you have two options. You can contest extradition or you can waive extradition. I'll talk with you first about contesting extradition. If you choose to contest extradition, you can contest extradition on these grounds. One, whether you are in fact Thomas or London Thomas Walton, whether you're the person that they say you are. Two, whether the paperwork is in order. Three, whether what you're alleged to have committed in the state of Michigan is actually an offense. And based upon those three things, whether you are in fact a fugitive. Now, if you decide to contest extradition, you'll stay with us here in the county for an initial period of 30 days for the law enforcement official at the state level to make sure that they have everything right, the right person, so forth and so on. If they do not get it done within the first 30 days, then you can stay with us for an additional period of additional 60-day period for a total of 90 days. If after 90 days, they haven't gotten it right, you'll be released. That is contesting extradition. You may also waive extradition. If you waive extradition, they'll be notified that you're here and you'll have a reasonable amount of time, generally less than 30 days, to come and get you. If they do not come and get you within that time frame, then you'll be released. Do you understand the difference between contesting extradition and waiving extradition, sir?
Yes, so it's not, if I do waive it, they don't got up to 10 days to come get me, it's 30.
Well, I can't tell you a specific number of days. You know, it's, I mean, I don't want to see if I say 10 days, then you go, well, the judge told me 10 days, you know. I know it'll be less than 30. Okay?
All right.
I don't want to give you any false impressions or false hope.
All right. Yes, I'll waive it.
All right. Just want to make sure you understand the difference. All right. The deputy there will have you sign some stuff, sir, and I'll sign it, letting him know you want to waive it. Thank you, sir.
All of them? Yes.
Judge, we're still waiting on, it seems like we got 3 left from the 22nd.
Got it. We can go over the names to make sure we're talking the same folks.
Yes, please.
Okay, I have a Garner.
Let's see.
Well, hold on. Haha. Yeah, I'll start with Garner.
Gardner, okay.
Okay, he's there. Well, let me ask it this way: you're not showing him as out to bond.
I'm not sure. I thought he already. Gardner.
You think he may have came before me already?
I'm not sure. I don't have his paperwork over here anyway.
Okay, all right. What about a Graham?
Graham. We're still waiting on Graham.
Okay. And Demetrius Jefferson?
And Jefferson. Demetrius Jefferson. Let me check.
Okay, no problem. Take your time. No rush.
Okay. Yes, I just located Graham and Jefferson. I'm sorry, Jefferson and Gardner out the bond.
Okay. Do you also have a Faison?
We do. Faison, and that person is in medical.
Okay. All righty, well, I'll follow your lead, sir.
Well, scratch that one. Faison's out the bond too.
All right, no problem. Thank you.
I'm trying to play catch up here. I got a late start here, so.
That's all right. It's all good. It's all good.
So I want to see what the hold up is on those other two.
Yes, sir. Standing by.
Judge, we have two out of three here, so we're bringing the first one up.
All right, let me get rid of some paper. Hold on. Give me 1 second. Hey, sir, good afternoon. What is your last name, please? Hold on 1 second. All right, say that again for me now.
GRAHAM.
Graham, okay, got it. And now I put that somewhere. 1 minute, sir. Lord.
What's going on, sir, though? You having a good day? Not so good.
Always have to be positive. Give me 1 second. All right, Idris. All right, thank you. I just missed. All right. It is alleged, okay? And this is simply an allegation. It's nothing you're guilty of. Well, let me kind of back up. My job today is to inform you of your rights, okay? And also the charge against you, and also to appoint counsel to assist you. So I'm going to appoint counsel to assist you. And either that attorney or someone from that attorney's office is going to see you within 72 hours. That's the first thing. Second, you're charged with a misdemeanor, and a misdemeanor offense, the court date for that is January 26th. If you make bond, that day will get canceled and you get your next court date in the mail, which means further on down the year. If you think you may have difficulty making bond, you can also do what's called waiving. You're not giving up any of your rights. It's just a decision you're making that you want your case sped up. If you said, I want to waive, okay, you'll probably have it executed within the next 10 business days. You can say you want to waive and you can still make bond, and that's okay. Waiving is just an additional option you're giving yourself. Let me see if there's anything else. Okay, that's it. Now, you're charged with leaving the scene of an accident. The bond is $3,000. Will you be able to make bond?
Yes, I can make bond.
All right. So if you make bond, that date of January 26th will get canceled, and you get your next court date in the mail. So again, that court date is January 26th, 8 a.m., courtroom 201. That day will get canceled, and you get your next court date in the mail. Do you have any questions, sir?
No, sir. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you. Have a good afternoon.
Just slow to the podium. We'll have it soon. What's your name?
I'm sorry, I did not hear that.
Oh, name Harold Cardwell.
Cardwell, okay.
Your last name is
Mr. Cardwell, give me a minute. All right. Mr. Cardwell, Harold Cardwell. Okay, is alleged that you drove DUI, alcohol, a safe, had an expired tag, and prohibited parking. These are the allegations. Your bond will be $3,000. However, I'm going to allow you to sign it on an OR bond this afternoon, which means you can sign yourself out. Your next court date, sir, will be January 26th at 8 a.m. in courtroom 201. January 26th, 8 a.m. courtroom 201. All right, sir. Thank you. That's all.
wow.
Hey, sir, what's your name, please? Last name?
Wiles, W-I-L-E-S.
All righty, sir. It is alleged that you committed the offense of armed robbery, possessed the weapons during a crime, aggravated assault, as well as possessed a firearm by one who's been previously convicted. I'm not authorized to grant you a bond this afternoon. When you do get a bond, you're to stay from Mr. Mika Wilson. You're not allowed to go back around the address of 7197 State Route 85 in Riverdale. I'm appointing counsel to assist you, so either that attorney or someone from that attorney's office is to come and see you within 72 hours. Your next court date, sir, is February the 3rd at 8 a.m. in courtroom 201. February the 3rd, 8 a.m., courtroom 201. Do you have any questions, sir? All right, thank you much. That's all.
I believe that's everyone, Judge.
Lampirsky, female, medical.
That's right, Lampirsky. Someone bring up Lampirsky and it's a female. Last name Lam. Yeah, P-E-R. P. And two.